My name is Sheli Reynolds, and I work here at the Institute for Human Development as the Director of Individual Advocacy and Family Support. And in that role, I coordinate the statewide People First in Missouri, which is a statewide self-advocacy organization that started as a civil rights movement in 1973 for adults wanting to move out of the state institutions. On a personal note, my family made the decision to adopt my little brother when he was 13 months old, and he was diagnosed as a young child with a developmental disability, which shows itself as cognitive issues, some verbal impairments, where he communicates using smaller words, shorter sentences, and the big one is the behavioral disorders, which have really created a lot of problems throughout his childhood and his adult life, and really being included into community and into educational settings. About 10 years ago, when my brother was turning 18, my parents attended a conference where a lawyer said, "You absolutely have to get guardianship. Your child's turning 18. You will have no say in any matter. You've got to hurry up and get guardianship." So, looking back at what we know now, would we have done that? Probably not. But the fear that parents have is they thought they were making the best decision for Eric and pursued guardianship. So my little brother my parents have full guardianship over Eric, and in that they've also made the decisions. They've set up a special needs trust to also support him. And there's a lot of family involvement on behalf of our siblings. And so the decision was not made lightly. However, that is the decision. And so now we are, as a family, learning how to support him to maintain as much rights as he can, having that full guardian. We know that we're allowing him to live a life of self-determination. He currently lives in his own home. He has a roommate of his choosing. We've chosen his agency. We've chosen his staff. And so everything that he's been able to do, we've been able to help him pursue that. And so I think families, they really need to look at what's best for them and what's going to make sense for them. As a family member of someone who's actually pursued guardianship, granted it was 10 years ago, I definitely think that families need to pursue all of their options. It's really, really important. And although we have it for Eric, I don't know that was the right decision or the wrong decision. Right now it just is the decision. As strongly as I support the self-advocacy movement and as strongly as I support people having their rights, I think it's really, really important that we really look there first before we go to the extreme of guardianship.